you can do, you can do anything you want when you sexy. Money make me feel good, people don't impress me. Shawty, I'm a god with a stroke, it's a blessing. Count of the dead, what? Yeah, count of the dead, what? Yeah, you can do anything you want when you sexy. Money make me feel good, people don't impress me.
Hello YouTube fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Nalu. Thanks for joining us, and to my subscribers, thanks for coming back. I am back with a new video, and this time we're doing a story time whilst I do my nails. Yeah, sis has been letting herself go. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's bad. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to do like a quick nail look, something I can like do at home but still be comfortable with, like, oh yeah, my nails are done and I look, you know, like a girl. Yeah, so I have my glue here, I have my nail polish, and I have already picked out like the sizes of the nails that I put, because yeah, I do this all the time, so I know what nails I put all the time and whatnot. So yeah, before I start like focusing on my nails, guys, I thought of doing the story time because, you know, everyone's like, oh, you guys who went home, you played yourselves, corona, it's here, it's real, 700 and what numbers, like, it's real, guys, it's real. And each time I like go out, or maybe, okay, I'm not gonna say each time I go out, like I go out a lot, like whenever I have to like go to the mall, buy groceries and whatnot, it's unbelievable. Like, people aren't taking this seriously. I'm like, dudes, the numbers don't lie. They don't lie. But yeah, it's like that. Sadly, it's like that. I don't know. Unfortunately, you might not be able to see half of the stuff I'm doing because I couldn't like put this whole setup where you can like see my nails whilst I put them. But yeah, I'm going to just start with clipping my nails off because yeah, they're long, and then when I put like the stick-ons, if the nails are long, they won't like last or whatever. But yeah, I'm not professional at this, just so you know. I just do this because I like to feel pretty. Yeah, so COVID-19, I'm sure by now, like, we all know COVID-19. It's been like a story. It's like whenever you turn on the TV, there's reminders to wash your hands, wear a mask, stay at home, or whatever. And I mean, we all know COVID-19. We all know how badly it's impacted families, how much business people are like put a couple steps back, and yeah, it sucks. It's sad. But yeah, that's the reality of where the world is at right now. So yeah, my COVID-19 experience, yeah? How did I find out about it? You know, like, I think I found out about it from like one of the class groups, you know? Because our Laoshis, like the lecturers, they like text and whatnot during winter, blah blah blah. It was winter holiday. Yeah, it was cold, so people weren't really going out as much, you know, unless, I don't know, you're a busybody like that. But yeah, it was cold, and we mostly like stay indoors when it's cold. So, you know, I see this like text like, yo, don't go outside without a mask, there's a dangerous virus, blah blah blah, from Wuhan. If you're traveling from Wuhan, don't come here, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So I was like, Chinese people, Chinese stuff, you know. Didn't take it seriously. So, you know, winter holiday, I'd be in my room all day every day, unless something else came up. I don't know, unless I was feeling lonely, because like I live by myself and I don't really have friends in my building. Yeah, I don't really have friends in my building. And yeah, so like I was going to see one of my friends, Laura, shout out. I was going to see one of my friends in school, and I just see the school gate is closed. I'm like, okay, this is serious. So apparently I had to like get permission to go into school or some shit like that. Yeah, so I got the whole permission slip, something like that. Yeah, I got permission. I got into school and I'm like, yo, like, what's up? What's the gate? Why is the gate closed? Like, no, didn't you see this whole pandemic thing? It's actually like really serious. People are dying like in thousands. And I'm just there like, okay. So yeah, that day passed. I went back home, and like in my head I was thinking about it like, okay, let me just Google this stuff. So Chinese people info on Google, it's like, yeah, it's like a no-go zone. So I kept checking like my subscriptions on WeChat. Yeah, my subscriptions on WeChat had like info and how bad it is, what areas are affected. Sis still didn't take it seriously. I was like, Chinese people shit, you know. So like after being told we'll be like on lockdown and everyone has to stay in their rooms, no one should go out, Laura hits me up like, yo, we should go get groceries. Okay, well, we go buy groceries together because, you know, we both live alone. And yeah, it's just fun going shopping with somebody. I mean, yeah. So she hits me up like, yo, we still going buy groceries and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, we just have to. So she comes over to my place. We get on a Didi. We get to Walmart. And, you know, Walmart is empty. Like, the mall was empty. Anyone who's been to China knows, like, you'll find a couple Chinese people everywhere. Like, they move around. It's a thing, you know, even in winter. And I never understood that, but like obviously they're used to the weather, blah blah blah, they adapted. And like for some of us who are from like hot regions, it's something else. Like, I don't like the cold personally, especially when it snows. I don't like the cold. So, you know, Walmart's empty and we're just there like, yo, this stuff is real. I didn't even have a mask by then and I was panicking like, Laura, I don't have a mask. What are we going to do? Let's try looking for masks in like any of the stores. Check the stores, bruv, check the stores. Nothing, no masks anywhere. Okay, what's going to happen? So we happen to like come across people from school, like one of our class, what do you call him? Okay, we have this whole president, like people who represent a certain group of people, like from Zambia. We have people who like a group of people, and what can I call them? A student union, but like for people who represent like the Zambians, you know. So, you know, we come across this guy and I'm like, yo, dude, like, is this like for real, like, is this shit like that bad? It's that deep? It's like, yeah. And then I didn't have a mask. I was wearing a turtleneck and I literally just put it up, like up to here, because I was like, okay, I think it can do something. Yeah. So, you know, I'm there struggling with a mask, trying to find masks, and they're like, no, masks were actually distributed to students who live inside school. So yeah, you must have been late or something. And I'm just there like, okay, so what do I do? Gave me some options on what I can like buy a mask. Yeah, but luckily I came across like someone who had spares. So, you know, that's how I got the mask. Yeah. So, you know, we did our grocery shopping and whatnot. A couple weeks later, okay, not a couple weeks later, a couple days later, you know, like I was dating by then. So my boyfriend then had come to like, okay, I begged him to come see me. Yeah, so he came over and whatnot. And then like, you know, it was like quarantine day. I mean, like, it's not so bad when there's somebody there whose presence you actually enjoy, you know. And I mean, I wasn't feeling it that deep because I had already been staying home like almost the whole winter. So, you know, my parents start calling because like my dad's like obsessed with the news. My dad is obsessed with the news even right now. Like, he's always constantly like checking the numbers, where, what, how. So, you know, him being who he is, he caught onto the news and he's like, dude, you got to come back home. Okay, obviously he didn't say dude, like, but he was like, yo, you need to come back home. Like, how serious is this, blah blah blah. I just told him like, yo, you know, me wanting to stay there with my kabe, I was just there like, no, it's fine, we're good, we Gucci over here, you know. it's okay. Like, we don't necessarily need to go out. We've been indoors like the whole winter, so like for us it's not that bad, you know. Like, we've been indoors, so we're not being affected because, like, you know, black people don't like the snow. So you know, he bought the story. Oh, okay, you know. Then some part of me was like, fam, go home. So, you know, a couple times of them checking up on me and whatnot, I was like, yeah, I'm fine, blah 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 blah, I'm fine. So yeah. I've got like an ugly nail. I don't like this nail. So yeah, after like checking up on me a couple times, I'm like, yo, you know what, this is an opportunity to go home. I had been wanting to come back home, and like I just wasn't doing okay, like being in school. I just wanted to come back home. I needed like a breather from like Linan is toxic. I don't care what people say, Linan is toxic. People in China, I had a rough semester, so yeah, I just found like that whole energy, that whole space was just toxic for me. It was just negative. Yeah. So I decided to come back home. Got a flight for like 2 days later, and yeah, I had to like get my shit in order. And I'm like, you know what? We'll be back in like a month. Like this won't even be that deep. It's obviously going to phase out eventually, you know? It's going to phase out. We'll be good. Everything will go back to normal. So like my dad hit up one of his friends, because like I don't know, my dad happens to know a lot of Chinese people in Hangzhou especially. I do not know why, but yeah, hit up one of his friends to give me a ride to the airport, because like buses weren't moving. Like it got bad where like buses weren't moving, stores were closed. Somebody told me Walmart was only stocking in certain hours of the day, some shit like that. So I was like, yo, I might as well just go home. So yeah, got a flight, came back home. I was quarantined at home for 2 weeks. I didn't leave with like the rest of my family. Like they literally put me in like, I don't know how I can explain this, but like where home is, there's like flats in front, and yeah, one of the houses there wasn't occupied or anything. So yeah, I was literally there for 2 weeks. I didn't move for those 2 weeks. And then, you know, it was like all good. I was like, okay, I'm home. After these 2 weeks, I can go back to like seeing my friends. I can go hang out with like all my friends from home. I missed them and whatnot. Oh my gosh, this nail has come out. I'm literally just sticking them on it like glue. Then I'm going to paint, and I'm going to file and paint them later. You can do anything you want when you're sexy. Yeah. So, you know, home, whatnot. I had plans. I was like internships, all that stuff. I'm going to like be super productive whilst I stay home. I'm going to like have a good time and whatnot. And like, you know, I would feel bad because like some of my friends were trying to like get home and they couldn't, and yeah, but then I was like, yo, I'm home, I'm happy, I feel like I'm in a safer mental space than before, and yeah, like that was enough for me. So yeah, I started interning at this engineering firm. Everything was going good. Then we're at work, and one of the people we used to work with was from Ethiopia or something like that. Yeah. And one day we hear like, oh no, there's 2 cases, like people who flew out on like a trip, a vacation, I don't know. There's 2 cases in Lusaka right now. So like this whole COVID shit has gotten here. We're like, it won't get that bad. You know, everyone was on some fake news, like no, hot regions can't get corona. It only affects regions where it's like cold, blah blah blah. Like all these stories, you know. And like I tried not to be so gullible like with information. Yeah, but then, you know, 2 cases, not so bad. The girl kept going for work. Some days my sister would pick me up, some days I would have to use the bus. But like I really didn't want to use the bus. And sis over here can't drive. Another funny story. I can drive, I just don't have my license, and I can't drive on the highway. I just can't drive on the highway. So yeah. Yeah, the whole now that's when all these people for you guys went home, you played yourselves. How do you feel now that you played yourselves? Well, honestly, it didn't even feel like I played myself, you know, because like me personally, I needed like a break. I needed a break from the school environment. So like I was happy to have been here through those 2 months of like lockdown in China, and having not experienced that was like a plus for me, because like I had my moments, I had my fun, I had gone out with my friends, I had done all these things I wanted to do, like that I would see my friends doing, like, oh, when I get back home I want to do that. But yeah, Corona continues to spread. We're still stuck here arguing with our lecturers on whether we should or should not have online exams. Some people are telling us like, yo, you just write makeup exams later. When you guys come back, that's when you have all those makeup exams. I'm done with one hand, although my painting is very messy. My painting is very, very messy. Yeah, so I went with like the blue, because I don't know, my toes are pink, so I thought blue on my fingers would be better. So yeah, that was like my whole coronavirus experience. Oh my gosh, my flight was horrible, guys. So I get to the airport in Hangzhou, and I had to connect through Guangzhou. So in Hangzhou there, like the paranoia wasn't like up to here yet, but once I got to Guangzhou, like, yo, because that airport was packed, and I was just thinking like, any of these fuckers could have corona, like any one of them could have it. And yo, I wasn't ready, because I was just thinking like, this disease is like super deadly. Like in my head it was like a whole bigger thing than I actually like anticipated, and I think that was like a plus for me, because I was extra cautious. I had gloves that I would change every hour. Like every hour I would literally take off my gloves, go wash my hands, sanitize, change my mask, take off my, like that, like the whole time waiting for my flight. On the plane I had two masks, and like they weren't like, people weren't even flying out like as much, because there was like 2 seats free. Like I don't know what that thing is,
like those flights that have like a lot more seats, like it's not like 2 hours.
Okay, yeah, but like I had like 2 free seats next to me, and then like the next 2 seats would be empty too, and there'll be someone like all the way in front. Some people would be like refusing to sit anywhere next to Chinese people. Like people would literally be moving like, yo, can I move my seat? Can I, if a Chinese person comes sit next to them? It was just so horrible. But yeah, we survived, we're here, and we are still like looking out for anything suspicious. If it's like here home, like my parents are super paranoid like with all this. I haven't seen most of my friends like ever since this whole like stay at home thing started. I'm literally just home all day, every day. I try to keep myself busy, but yeah, we out here. Okay, so I'm done with this hand. I have to just like file them, then put the second coat, and then I like this color. I think it goes with my skin tone. You can do anything you want when you're sexy. So you won't believe what just happened. I started sticking this on without like hitting record, but that doesn't matter, does it? The nails are still here. I don't know why it's one stick. Whatever. It's not like I have anywhere to go anyway. I really try to imagine how quarantine would have been if I just stayed back at school. I think I would have been in a whole other level of alcoholism. One. And I think I would have just been depressed, honestly. I would have been dead ass depressed, but then, everything happens for a reason, and God's timing is the best, Yeah, so I am almost done sticking these on. I think I'm going to just paint them like off camera. talk some more. We're good. I think I should start a fund me page for like a whole proper YouTube studio, you know, so that I can have everything I need in next time making such a video. It can be convenient for both of us. I'm not left-handed, by the way, so like doing this is so difficult on my right hand. Left-handed people are weird. Like, yo, you just said to pick up the pen with your left hand. No shit. Okay, yeah. So I'm done sticking this on. I really think, you know what I think? I really think people like here aren't taking this so seriously. And even if people are saying no, they're making up numbers to get like aid from other countries, I think the virus is there, it's real, and we just all need to do our part and reduce the spread, you know. Us who have nothing to do out there should just stay home, attend our online classes, cry about exams to allow she's. I mean, yeah, so I'm done with this hand. I don't know, I'll paint these later because those come and so I don't want to like damage them. Yeah, so guys, thanks for watching my video. I'll be back with another story time probably next week. Since there's no activities, I'm looking forward to doing vlogs and everything. I have this whole list of ideas. I'm looking forward to doing vlogs. We're going to go on like nature walks, we're going to go hiking, we're going to smoke a drink, we're going to we're going to meet some of my friends, maybe hotbox a car or something. I don't know, anything. So yeah, you guys, you can let me know how this whole COVID experience has been for you wherever you are. If you're suffocating in school or if you're at home trying to thug it out with 4 or 5 sisters like me, you know. I didn't think I did a bad job. Okay, this finger is bent. But yeah, I didn't think I did a bad job, and I really love the color. It matches my room, it goes with my skin. Yeah, and I just love pastel colors. So you guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell your mom to tell her friends, tell her grandma, tell everybody. Yeah, I can't wait to start making vlogs. I feel like I'm not so good at this whole talking thing. I love to do stuff. I just love to do stuff. I'm a busybody, but like I don't look like it because I'm always home. But when I do get into doing stuff, I really be doing stuff. So, too close to the light. Don't look at my ugly fingers, but you know, it's all done. So thanks for watching my video, guys. Bye.